Hey guys, what's up? If you haven't been here before, my name is Ariana. Some of the videos that I've been posting lately have just been from fun trips that we've been having and just how as a family we like to keep things very minimal and simple. One of the things that we decided to do right before we left for our trip was a little renovation project. If you've been tracking with my channel at all, you've known that we've moved a lot as a military family, and with that, when you move to new houses, you can kind of feel this want or need to update things or just kind of renovate things into the style that you like. Obviously, not every house that you move into is going to have the style that you necessarily like, but obviously that can get quite expensive if you start doing these big renovation projects to all the houses that you're living in. I love that you can do some very minor updates to a space and just make it really feel different, you know, make it feel updated and kind of fit your style a little bit more. You don't always need to do these big renovation projects that are really expensive. So let me go ahead and show you guys what we came up with. There were already some updates that had been done throughout the house, more just like cosmetic updates to make things look a little bit more modern, but there was a lot of things that did feel like they needed to be updated. If you've seen one of my other videos on our kitchen renovation that we did a few months ago. So this project in doing our bathroom didn't feel like such a large task as the kitchen. We do have two bathrooms in this house, so this is our main bathroom for, say, like our guests coming over, but it's also my daughter's bathroom that we use for our kids. So some of the things that we did not like about this bathroom, for one, there's just not any really good lighting in this bathroom. I really love just like natural light. And while there's some really great places in this house that have natural light coming in, the bathroom has no windows at all. So it just feels like a very dark space to begin with. So one of the things that I wanted to do was just like kind of make it feel a little bit more open and just brighter in a sense, I guess. My style tends to go towards more of the Scandinavian, bohemian style that I like. Some of the updates that the owners of the home before us did were, like I said, cosmetic and just a lot of like black accents around the house and more of like an industrial style feel. So you'll see that the light fixture had a more industrial style and there was just a lot of black accents throughout the house. So we didn't necessarily want to change that, but just kind of wanted to add to it in a way that still fit our style. So for starters, one of the things that stuck out to me the most was this massive white cabinet that was over the toilet in the bathroom, and it was just way too large for the space for one, and we didn't really utilize the space very well. It kind of just felt crowded in the bathroom with it. So that was like the first thing I knew I wanted to do, was to take this cabinet out. And then obviously we kind of touched it up and puttied the holes and painted behind it. And then what we did, we just added a very simple shelf that kind of touched on those industrial accents. We went ahead and kept the light fixture that was here just because, like I said, there was a lot of these industrial style updates throughout the house, and just wanted to add things that kind of tied that into the rest of the bathroom. I would say that the biggest project for this bathroom was this countertop. What was great about this is that this is actually the same countertop that we ended up using for our kitchen renovation, but we went ahead and used the butcher block, and usually, at least from what I thought, is butcher block was quite expensive. However, when we were actually doing this renovation in our kitchen, we found that it wasn't necessarily that expensive and can be fairly inexpensive compared to like a granite countertop or something like more of a solid stone. So I really love this butcher block countertop because of its natural warm tones, and it just has more of that like Scandinavian bohemian style that I love. So we just went ahead and continued that into this bathroom to give it more of an updated feel, and we already had some leftover from our kitchen renovation that we could go ahead and use for this, so it obviously saved us a lot of money just in having to be able to reuse some of those pieces. So obviously my husband took on this part of the project himself. This was the first time that he did countertop, but we really loved how it turned out and just really loved the natural tones of it. I feel like in a space like this, updating a counter is really going to make it feel like you made some big changes in there. So I had already previously been looking for a mirror for this space. I kind of knew that I wanted to change the mirror out. Before, it was just this big sheet of mirror, you know, with no border or anything to it. So we knew that we wanted to take that down, and I had looked at HomeGoods and a few other places for some mirrors, and they ended up being really expensive. And we were doing this project the day before we were leaving for our trip for Cancun, so I really wanted to have it completed before we left. So I decided to just go to Target and try to take a look and see what they had there. Okay, I'm looking at mirrors and found this one at Target, but I would really like if this was black. It's more of like a wood finish. I have paint on my legs. And I ended up finding this just simple round mirror with a black trim, which is exactly what I was going for, bringing in some of those black details into it. So then in terms of like decorating and adding things like towels, artwork on the wall, I wanted to keep it really simple, but those are the kinds of areas where you can really bring your style into something. So I went with some of the wicker, more natural types of decorations, like a wicker basket to keep some of my daughter's bathroom stuff in, and just adding these baskets to the wall that I think really tie in to give it more of that bohemian style. And then just adding some really fun things that I've found while thrifting, you know, artwork, adding some of my own artwork to the space. I think those things are really what give it your own personal style and personality. And then in regards to the towels, I also wanted to keep it really clean feeling. So I just went with simple white towels, and I think that helped just to keep the space light. Like I said, there is not a lot of natural lighting going on in there, so just keeping it very light and airy feeling. And then also I just already had white towels, so I didn't want to necessarily go purchase new towels if I already had. Then in regards to just rugs, it'd be really fun to add, you know, a colorful rug to the space to give it more of that bohemian style. We just used what we had with a black and white rug, and I think that worked perfect with the black details and then the white for the white towels. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoy videos like this on minimalism and just simple living and stewardship, please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.